Attention, this is for anyone who likes to golf. Are you sick of making swing changes and trying every new gimmicky training aid on the market? You find yourself only to be disappointed to see very little to no improvement at all? Well, I'm here to tell you it is not your fault. A vast majority of golfers really don't know the one thing every golfer should know and understand. It's just something you've never been taught before. The steps to better golf are really more simple than you think. So simple, in fact, you could take 1, 2, up to 5 shots off your next round of golf. Regardless of your swing, regardless of your gender, regardless of your athletic ability. No expensive lessons to be had, and no gimmicky training days to go by. So now that I have your attention, keep watching. What if you can learn to improve your golf game overnight? Yes, it really can be done overnight. So are you ready for it? Of course you are. That's why you're watching this video right now, right? So put your knowledge cap on, get ready to play better golf. I know all the things you're tired of. Shooting high scores, not playing to your potential, losing golf balls, getting beat by your friends, which we all hate, right? Feeling frustrated, losing interest in golf. And all this leads to a lack of the most important ingredient in golf. And that is just go out and have fun. I want to help you just as much as you want to golf better. That's why it is my goal to help 1 million plus golfers play better golf. Hi, my name is Kyle, and yes, it is really a picture of me. I am a certified golf instructor and a former playing professional. I have a vast knowledge and a deep passion when it comes to golf. I've been teaching golf for 10 years and have had the privilege of playing golf professionally in some of golf's mini tours. With my knowledge and my commitment to growing the game of golf, you will learn the most simple, the least talked about, and least taught method in golf today. I learned the importance of this method firsthand while I was playing professionally. After a couple years of playing, I really couldn't figure out why I didn't make a cut, not one single check. The guys I played against didn't hit the ball any longer off the tee, they didn't hit it any closer to the pin and to the greens, yet their scoring was more consistent. They had to be doing something I wasn't, right? Well, after I had a knee surgery that took me out of playing professionally, I spent that time trying to figure out what it was I was doing wrong. Well, I figured out exactly what it was. After rehabbing my knee, my scoring average wasn't what it used to be. I was only averaging just over 77. Once I applied this method, the one you will also learn here, I was able to get my scoring average not only back down, but to the best it had ever been, at just under 71. Although I still have a desire to play competitively, currently I am more focused on teaching, helping more and more people play better golf and enjoy the game. Through the course of the past several years, I have actually taught this method to professionals, junior golfers, mid-handicappers, women, and some former pro football players. I've helped each and every one of them lower their scoring average without making any physical changes to their swing. So what is this method? I know you're curious. It is how to manage your golf game. Managing your golf game is how to play with a strategy regardless of your ability, which allows you to shoot lower scores, lose less golf balls, play more consistently. That's always a good thing, right? And have more fun. You've got to be having fun first and foremost when out on the golf course. And it can all be done just by learning these very simple principles. For example, same principles I taught to Mike. Mike had taken lessons, albeit, yes, they were from another instructor. And even though those lessons helped him physically with his swing, he was still stuck shooting in the mid-80s, with an average score of about 86. When Mike first came to me, he asked, why, after spending thousands of dollars on lessons and new equipment, he hasn't seen but an average of 2 to 3 stroke improvement. Well, here's the thing with all golfers like Mike. It doesn't matter how many swing changes you make or how much better you can hit the ball. If you don't know how to use those changes effectively on a golf course, you will never see that much improvement. So I took Mike on as a challenge. I told him that after a lesson with me, I can have him shooting more consistent, lower scores, all while not changing a thing with his swing. Well, of course, he was in such disbelief, right? So I made him a deal. The deal was take one lesson with me, go play 5 rounds of golf, and if he didn't see any improvement, he owed me nothing. However, if he did see an improvement, he would owe me double the cost for the lesson. Well, so he agreed. Took Mike on the course for a 4-hour lesson, and I taught him the same things I'll be teaching you. Things like what to do before you even start your round, how to know your game, how to play to your strengths, what approach to take off the tee, your approach into the greens, how course conditions affect your game, and trust me, they really do, how to manage your short game, how to get out of trouble, when you should take risk if you ever want to take a risk, then what to do next once you've applied all these principles you've learned. Mike was really super excited after our time together, and he couldn't wait to put those principles in action. He played the very next day and called to tell me he broke 80 for the very first time in his life. That was awesome. And although that was great, that was not our deal. I told him to call me back again after he played those 5 rounds of golf. Again, because he was so excited, he played those rounds in about a week and a half. Within those 5 rounds, he had a best score of 77 and a consistent average of 81. That's about a 5-stroke better average than when he first came to me. Mike has since played many more rounds, and his scoring average has improved to a consistent average of 78 with an all-time low of 73. The more Mike applied the principles, the better he got at them, and it allowed him to constantly improve, and he became very consistent in doing so. I will teach you how you can do that exact same thing. To learn this in person with an on-course lesson will cost you about $125 per hour, taking between 2 to 4 hours. That's between $250 and $500. So how can you learn all of this today and really at a fraction of that cost? Well, it's with Manage Your Golf Game. It's an ebook I wrote to save you time and money. Everything, and I do mean everything in this book, can be applied immediately to your very next round of golf. So here's a quick recap of what those principles are. Before you start your round, how to know your game, how to play to your strengths, your approach off the tee, your approach to the greens, how course conditions affect your game, managing your short game, getting out of trouble, when you should take risks, what to do next. And the best thing, this book is available for immediate download, so you can have your copy today. You also won't pay near the $200 to $500 it costs to learn this information. You can get your copy now for a low one-time payment of $37. All you got to do, whenever you're ready, just click the button below. That's a savings of over $200. It's almost like I'm letting you steal money out of my pocket. There's also a special bonus section in the book, but I unfortunately, because this is going to go on to something else later, I do have to limit it to 1,000 golfers. So first 1,000 to order will get that special bonus section. So go ahead, take your first or perhaps your next step to improving your golf game. So I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I wish you great success and truly hope you enjoy playing golf. So when you're ready, click below and get started today.